Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Living Out Loud podcast. I'm Amy Hageman. I'm so excited that you're here. And this episode is going to be a little bit different because I am going to do a normal sort of lesson or food for thought. But I'm also going to talk to you about some of the behind the scenes stuff of what's happening in the business that you might be interested in. So I titled this podcast Living Out Love. And I think at the end of the day, that's something that we all have in common. You know, we're all here with different talents, different gifts to give, different lessons to learn, but we're all here to be love in whatever form or fashion that takes. And that's what the goal of this podcast is to help all of us find tools to be love, find tools to receive more love, just to step into that state of being with more ease. And you know, we're in season 2 of the podcast, and the very first episode of season 2, I called it a new season. And I talked about how this is a new season in my business, and it's a new season in my life. I am taking different steps to try to grow the business. And in order to do that, I'm taking different steps to try to give back to myself. Last night, I took a ballet class. I haven't taken a dance class in years. But it's like as you give, you need to receive. And so I've been learning how to gift myself more rest and nourishment and joy so that I can give more of myself. And part of this sort of new season is I got my colors done. I worked with Your Color Guru. I'm not a paid affiliate for them. I'm just being transparent. I worked with Your Color Guru and I got my colors done. I used those results to help me rebrand and start my new website that has a very different feel than my last website. And, you know, change the fonts and sort of the icons. Because now that I've been in this business, although the work hasn't necessarily changed, I have a different connection to the work, and I have a different connection to what's possible and what wants to bloom in this business. And I wanted the digital life of the business to reflect that. So that was part of the update. But the real reason I decided to change website platforms was because of the .love membership. So the .love membership is, okay, well, let me back up. So for those of you that haven't been listening very long or don't know me very well, my background is in leadership development I have some specialties in emotional intelligence. I have an emotional intelligence coaching certification, and I have a specialty in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so when I started my intuition business, I was really scared that I would lose the part of me that is so interested in personal development and helping people grow into who they want to be. And I was scared that I would lose my need. It's like I wouldn't have an outlet for my need to be focused on equity and inclusion and diversity. So when I created the .love membership, I really had accessibility in mind. There have been times in the history of this country where we have made some strides towards equity in some ways, but we haven't looked at accessibility. So imagine we spent a bunch of money and created a big public park, but we put it somewhere where people that don't have access to public parks still couldn't get to. Like, we've had lots of missteps as a society where even when we've tried to create equity, it hasn't quite landed. And what I've noticed in the realm of psychics and intuitives is there's a range of price points, and a lot of them are very, very high. And a lot of the offers out there are not ongoing accessible offers. They're one-time offers, or they're deep dive sort of cohorts for 3 to 6 months. And I really wanted to have an offer that would make accessing psychic or channeled information accessible for a very low price point. And I worked really hard to create the .love membership. And so what the .love membership has and had before and still has is it has weekly lessons. And this speaks to my heart of leadership development, except for that these are channeled lessons. So every month we have a theme, and every week the guides come through and talk about some aspect of that theme that helps us learn a greater understanding around whatever it is. At the time that I'm recording this, I'm working on a month of masculine energy and a month of feminine energy. A lot of great other ones. We've had a month all about communication, a month all about self-love, understanding emotion. Like we do all of it. So the .love membership has the weekly lessons. It also has monthly raffle readings. And I love this so much. This is such an easy way in terms of accessibility because no one has to be anywhere at a given time. You submit your questions, and then each month I spend an hour and I answer as many questions as I can in an hour. So far, I've been able to make sure I get at least one question for every person. If I get lots more members, either that will change or I'll spend 2 hours a month doing raffle readings. But either way, this is a great way for people to get access to channeled information without having to pay for an appointment and without having to be on a live meeting. And these raffle readings are so fun because they span the gamut. People will ask about their past lives. They will ask about why their cat does what their cat does. They will ask, what can we do about climate change? There's just the whole gamut of questions come through on the raffle reading. So it's a really, really great way to interact with I'm going to say the psychic world, but like the unphysical world. The third element of the .love membership is that we have live group calls every month. Most of the time this is just me, and it's like everybody on the group call gets like a little bit of an individual reading where they get to ask one or two more questions. We usually do a meditation. And sometimes, usually 2 to 3 times a year, we have a special guest that will come in. Last year we had John Moore. He came in and he did a family constellation session that we all got to be a part of, or witness and hold space. It was amazing. We've had Sandy Mack. We've got lots of things planned for this year. So stay tuned. And then the fourth element of the .love membership, this is the only element of the membership that has changed for the new season, is you get a discount on private readings. Previously, the discount was 15%. Now the discount is 22%. And I have gotten busier. I'm getting more and more readings. And so I have made it to where .love members get priority on my calendar. They get greater access to my calendar, both in terms of you are able to book an appointment within 24 hours. If I have availability, within 24 hours, a .love member can get an appointment, and that's not available to the general public. And then the fifth element of the .love membership is bonuses. Like I've got videos in there of how do I work with pendulums, what books do I recommend, how do I work with muscle testing, like just random spiritual how-tos and extras that aren't included in the weekly lessons. So those are the elements of the .love membership. And I obviously created that structure with a lot of intention and thought these are the ways that I can give the most love. I'm sharing lessons that are channeled. People are able to access me, whether it's live or it's recorded in raffle readings, and they get a discount on private readings to make that more affordable. And in the new season, I really wanted to make the portal, which holds all the videos and the lessons, more accessible. So now, A, everything is more organized in the portal, but B, you can search. So if you want to search climate change, if you want to search self-love, if you want to search meditation, if you want to search guides, angels, past life, you can search it. And any video that has those words in the notes, in the preview, in the transcript, or a raffle reading video that has those words in the question will pull up. So it makes it so much easier to actually access the hundreds of videos that are available in the .love archives. The other thing I love about this new platform is that you can favorite things. So if there's meditations, if there's a specific channeled weekly lesson that you like really need to hear again and again, you can favorite it. And so that way, everything that calls to you the most, or the lessons that you like need reminders about, it's easy for you to find. You don't have to search it. It's just in your favorite folder. So I'm so excited about this new season of the .love membership because it is even more loving. Because again, went back to my thing about equity and how able are we to access the assets. There could be grants for free college, but if you can't access the grant, then it does no good to you, right? And so in .love, we had all these lessons, all these raffle readings, and it was really hard to figure it out if you wanted to search for something in the past. And now you can access it and you can save things. And so I just feel like this new version is a more loving version of the membership. And I think that's an interesting lesson for all of us because it wasn't broken before. The intention was there before, the content was there before. It wasn't inherently broken before, but I saw an opportunity to make it better and I decided, let's go for it. And I think that ties back to all of us because there are times when things are working and we go on autopilot. But if we slow down, and this could be anything. This could be how you perform at your job. This could be your marriage. Like this could be anything in your life that's going well. But if you took some time to think about how could I show up differently to make this more loving? Maybe the other people would feel more loved. Maybe I would experience more love. Maybe the synergy between us would be more loving. But it's like taking that time out to think about how could there be more? What if I wasn't on autopilot? Where is there an opportunity for me to live out more fully the way that I feel called to live out my energy? So, all that being said, I am doing an incentive for people interested in checking out the .love membership. There has never been a better time to join, and I'm doing an incentive. So this podcast episode is airing Wednesday, June 28th, and if you join the .love membership by the end of June, Friday, June 30th, you will be entered in a giveaway. There's going to be 3 giveaway prizes. I'm so excited to tell you about them. And I want to just also say anybody that was in the .love membership before on the previous website, you were also entered in the giveaway because this was not zero work. You had to create a new account, all of that. I'm very grateful for everybody that continues on this journey with me. So anybody at all that joins the .love membership in June is going to be entered in a raffle for 3 different prizes. The first prize is a custom meditation that I will channel for you. You can tell me how long you want the meditation to be. You want 5 minutes, 10, 15, 30 minutes. You tell me how long you want the meditation to be. We'll talk about what the goal is. Do you want to calm your nervous system? Do you want to step into abundance? Do you want to zone out? Like, what's your goal of the meditation? And then I will channel the meditation from your guides and angels for you to have in perpetuity. So that's the first giveaway. And the second giveaway is a somatic session, a fluturization discovery somatic session. So let me talk to you about Flutura Creative. So Flutura Creative is a business and somatic, genius powerhouse. It's run by my friend, Alex Granado. We met in college, and Alex, she had Flutura Creative before she realized all of her intuitive abilities. She's a genius at business development, marketing strategies, helping business owners, entrepreneurs. She's been with me on my journey, and she historically had somatic training and certifications, and recently she has gained a lot more somatic certifications, and she has stepped into her abilities as an intuitive. And so she has a fluturization discovery somatic session. And what that looks like is that you'll work with her. You will have a somatic journey. Think of it as like a guided one-on-one yoga practice, but it includes, how do I describe it? Because it's so many things. It includes like an emotional check-in. How are you feeling? What are you thinking? What parts of your life are you hoping to shift? And locating all of that in your body. And there's also some intuitive elements as well. Typically you'll pull cards together. So this is 90 minutes. This fluturization discovery somatic sessions, 90 minutes. It is worth well over $300. So this is such a prize. So anybody that joins .love in June will be eligible to win the somatic session. That's the second prize. And the third prize is a collaborative reading, debrief, I'm not sure what to call it, with my mom and I. So if you listen to a previous episode of the podcast, I believe it was episode 10, my mom is certified integrative Enneagram practitioner, and she came on the podcast to talk about all about the Enneagram. She's done a lot of coaching and debriefing people on their Enneagram results. So we will be doing a collaborative session. So anybody that wins this will be about an hour and a half, and you will take the integrative Enneagram. I will be paying for you to take the quiz, and then you will debrief your Enneagram results with my mom, Stephanie Foy, but I will be there with you live. And so as Stephanie reads or not reads, but debriefs your Enneagram results, I will be jumping in and adding your angels and guides sort of 2 cents on, oh, we could really look at this regarding your love life, or, oh, this is really pertinent to you right now in work, or, oh, like, let's look at this childhood thing. So you're going to have a psychic with you to help you understand the results of your Enneagram. I just am so excited about this offer. It's so unique. I've never heard of anybody else doing this. So there are 3 wonderful prizes that everybody that enters in June, enters the .love membership, will be eligible to win. So no matter what you decide, I'm excited that you listened to this podcast episode. If you are at all curious about .love, reach out to me, go to my website, click on the .love membership page. If it doesn't resonate at all, then thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week. But I'm just so excited for this new season, and I hope that you all can feel the love that I have growing in its expression and its embodiment. And I hope that you all are doing the same. And if not, then I invite you to look at the places in your life where you're on autopilot and think about how those might be refreshed so that they could be strengthened in their alignment and in their expression in the world. How are you living out love? And how might you do it even better? Thank you for joining me. Bye, loves.